It does, actually. And when you, I mean, I felt very different anyway, and it always goes to that, almost like that beating people to the punch type thing. I wanted something, even for all of us, that changed a lot about who we are, because we did change. And I got so sick of seeing that kind of black, swoopy hairstyle that I almost wanted to just shave it all off. And we, in forming that alter ego, it started with our very core physical appearances, and then it became more cosmetic as far as uniforms and costumes. But it started with that core. And to me, I wanted this short white hair so I would look like this character, the patient, who I pictured as somebody that had gone through very hard illness, had maybe gone through chemotherapy. And that's really what it looked like when I first did it. Like, I looked like a sick patient. And it helped me channel that energy into the vocal performances. And so it was something that worked on a lot of levels, and everybody's cosmetically different this time, I feel.
I'm about 10 pounds cosmetically.
I got 25. What's up?
Yeah, I woke up one day and I could see again.
Oh.
Oh man, only in gore flicks, I think.
I think Frank would be very good in horror films.
Remember that trauma thing we did? That was
Yeah,
pretty-
they were in a trauma film.
Me and Frank are in movies.
They actually already are.
You guys just don't even
Seasoned.
They got killed in a horror movie.
Yeah, I'd be the dude
That
that
was
got
a
killed
great
right
picture.
away in a horror movie.
Yeah, pretty
5
much.
minutes in.
I think that's the only thing I would ever want to do in a movie anyway.
Just get killed?
Like slashed the F up.
Yeah, Bob got asked to be in a bunch of teen movies.
I don't know. I mean,
Turn them all down.
when you're performing in a band, like especially a band that has such thick concepts as we do, you kind of feel like you're acting sometimes. You're definitely playing characters, and I always wanted to be in musicals, like big time. I'm just gonna put it out there.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna put it
You were
out
in a
there.
musical once.
I always want to be in musicals.
Everyone's laughing at you.
Yeah, I
Are
know.
you doing a
Oh,
comedy
hey, it's
sign?
okay.
I could have sworn he was just doing.
No, I was playing my.
all right. That's
Playing my hair, but I think acting can be kind of fun because you get definitely from making Welcome to the Black Parade, I could say that being on the set, because that was a real ass set.
Yeah, at that point you're not even acting. It's
Yeah,
almost
you're
like-
in it, and that was the first time we were like, whoa, we're in this,
Mhm.
And definitely when we made Ghost of You with Mark Webb, when he put us on that beach,
Yeah.
we were like, wow.
Lost our minds.
So, I mean, I would love to be in those kind of things that are just these huge sets with these crazy costumes, and even if I was like an extra, I think those things are really fun, so. Yes,
He thought
yes.
about it.
Latin America is a place that we've always wanted to go to, and last time we had a brief opportunity to go there, but
It's a hurricane or something.
there's something happened.
Yeah.
It fell through, and we were very disappointed. So this time, for sure, we're going to be going to Latin America. We're also going to be going to a lot of places we've never gone before, and I think that's what's going to be really exciting about this record for us. So we'll see you soon in Latin America. The rise and fall of My Chemical Romance was, I would say, for a hot minute,
Mhm.
it was the title.
It was also like kind of a clue, I think, as to
Right.
what the record was going to be like.
Whether we knew it or not, I think it was
Yeah.
like a subconscious kind of clue, because obviously it's a play on David Bowie's album Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars, or The Rise and Fall of. I think that, whether we knew it or not, was what the album was going to end up kind of being like, in some ways, being a concept, being an alter ego. So it's interesting to look at that and see your subconscious start to influence you. Also, what I always loved about the title, and here's the thing about it, I knew early on that I didn't want a self-absorbed record, and that title's very self-absorbed, and it kind of would have made the record about our band in the sense of like what happened to us and our fame and the success we had. I didn't want it to be about that, because really that's never been what's special about My Chemical Romance. The fame wasn't what was special. The success wasn't what was special. It was us and what we did, whether it was for 20 people or 200 or 2,000 or whatever. And the funny thing about the title, though, is that I always thought it was a dig at people that were kind of our enemies or didn't support us, because it was like beating them to the punch. Like Like, we're so cutting edge that we're done before you even said we're done. And
Yeah, that's why I don't understand how it got out that was going to be the title, because it was kind of
Rob
started
Cavallo.
Yeah.
it
Did an interview.
really started as an inside joke.
It was an inside joke. It was kind of like, it was like sticking our middle finger up at the people that, you know, just didn't have our backs. And I thought it was funny. It was like totally beating people to the punch. But yeah, Rob Cavallo leaked it. And then it's funny because Rob Cavallo, it was totally accidental. Like, he was speaking off the record too. And then he came, he's like, I'm so sorry. I leaked the title. And I was like, Rob, it's not the title anyway.
Yeah.
That's okay. I was just messing with you. So. Wow. Well, the thing about us in our career is there's been so many instrumental people, and so many people that are special to us. We have a very small core team, and they're all amazing, and we're all like a family. But as far as inspiration, I know for me and Mikey, it was our grandmother, and to this day, she inspires us. The fact that Liza Minnelli is on our new record has a lot to do with our grandmother. That was her favorite performer when we grew up, and she exposed us to things like Cabaret, Chorus Line, all these great musicals, and I think that's what we try to bring to the band because of that. And then I think it's something that the guys love as well, that kind of theatrical cabaret sound. So that's for us.
Yeah, and I guess just my grandfather and my father kind of just always kept me around music because they were just musicians since forever ago. And I remember every weekend, because I would go see my dad, I would either go see my grandfather play or my dad play, and just they would kind of hide me behind the bar because I wasn't supposed to be there. But I was just always at shows and always wanted to play music because that's how everybody kind of related to each other. So as far as inspiration through music, it was definitely that.
Yeah, for me it was my older brother. He got me started playing guitar, and he was just always like really, really supportive of me. He bought me my first guitar, and he let me use all his guitar magazines so I could learn how to play. And some of my fondest memories is, was jamming with him in our bedroom, and him teaching me stuff. So yeah, I wouldn't be here if it weren't for him. So.
Oh, Mikey too.
I think he likes to do it.
He does.
I think for me it's just
Spotlight.
it's got to be other musicians, and like just picking out drummers. I'll pick out two. Probably Neil Peart and Dave Weckl. Just by watching them, it's nobody that I was ever like personal with, but just by watching videos and playing along and stuff like that, just kind of like striving to be as good as I thought they were. That was probably my biggest inspiration.
We have a general answer.
Yeah,
usually.
don't be full of shit.
Yeah, don't be full of shit's the big one. Because you won't have it, it won't last. You won't make it. If you're in it for the wrong reasons, that's the first thing you need. You need the right reason to do this, which is never fame or money. It's always something that's inside of you, something you really want to say. That's most important. And you want to make a difference. You want to change people. You want to affect people. You want to make the world a better place. These are all reasons to start a band, the right reasons. And then right after that, once you have that, really the rest is just hard work.
Yeah, you need just a couple of chords and a lot of heart. That's really all you need.
And you just get in that van and you never turn back. You never go home. And when you go home, it's almost like you're a veteran of a foreign war. Yeah. You can't even adjust.